They call it the age of disruption. Floods in places that once saw drought. Droughts where the earth used to sing with rain. Volcanoes, earthquakes, tornadoes, and storms that appear to have no season, no pause. And if that wasn't enough, there's the human storms. Division, conflict, violence, distrust rising faster than the temperature. Every headline screams, we're not okay. But what if all this shaking isn't just random? What if the ground trembling beneath our feet is a reminder that the world is still under divine supervision, not chaos? In Matthew chapter 24, Jesus said, "You will hear of wars and reports of wars. There will be famines and earthquakes in one place after another. All these things are a beginning of pangs of distress." Birth pains, not destruction, but transition. The earth groans because it's waiting for something new to be born. It's the same word Paul uses in Romans 8:22. The whole creation has been groaning as in the pains of childbirth right up to the present time. When you see a mother in labor, you don't panic, you prepare. That's what believers must do in this time, not panic, but prepare. Jehovah hasn't lost control. He's getting ready to renew what's been corrupted. But it's not just the earth shaking, it's the hearts of men. Jesus warned, because lawlessness will increase, the love of many will grow cold. And today we can feel that chill everywhere. Neighbors no longer talk. Politics has become religion. Families are fractured over ideas, and people are applauded for outrage, not empathy. But here's the truth, division isn't new. It's ancient. Back in Genesis 11, mankind was unified under Nimrod, but in rebellion against Jehovah. Their unity was powerful, but their purpose was corrupt. So God confused their language to protect them from themselves. Fast forward to today, we're divided again, but for a different reason. Not because God scattered us, but because man forgot him. When truth is no longer absolute, every opinion becomes a tower, and every ego wants to reach heaven on its own terms. That's why Jesus said, "A house divided cannot stand." And America, indeed, the world is learning that the hard way. Now let's talk about the storms, literal and figurative. The hurricane that ripped through Jamaica last month, the fires across the West Coast, and the floods devastating parts of Europe. Each disaster leaves us shaken. But behind the statistics and damage reports is a sobering reminder the earth is fragile because man has mismanaged it. We were given stewardship, not ownership. Jehovah designed creation to work in harmony with obedience, and when man abandons divine order, chaos follows. In Amos 4, Jehovah says, "I gave you cleanness of teeth in all your cities and lack of bread in all your places, yet you did not return to me." That's not punishment, that's mercy. Jehovah allows disruption to produce reflection, to shake us awake before it's too late. But Newsline isn't about fear, it's about faith. Because amid the shaking, Jesus also said, "When these things begin to happen, stand up and lift up your heads, because your redemption is drawing near." That's hope, not blind optimism, but anchored confidence. We serve a God who turns chaos into clarity and tragedy into transformation. When Noah saw the floodwaters rise, the same water that destroyed others lifted the ark higher. That's the picture for believers today. We're not meant to sink in fear, but to rise in faith. And this hope isn't political or technological, it's spiritual. No government can legislate peace, no algorithm can program love. Only Jehovah can calm the storm within the human heart. So what do we do as believers in times like these? We don't hide, we anchor. We hold to truth when the world calls it hate. We love when others withdraw. We forgive when offense becomes fashionable. Jehovah is not asking us to predict the next storm. He's asking us to trust him through it. Because the shaking isn't meant to destroy the faithful, it's meant to separate the false from the true. And if your faith is rooted in his word, you won't just survive this season, you'll shine in it. The signs are everywhere. The question isn't what's happening to the world. The real question is, who are we becoming in it? Jehovah is still watching, he's still guiding, and he's still offering peace to those who trust him when everything else shakes. I'm Malik Jordan. This has been Newsline, reminding you that no matter how loud the storms, the still small voice of God still speaks peace.